For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
Welcome to the exciting world of the movies.
Hello, retro movie lovers. 2023, the year that Kino comes back in a big way, and we are kicking off the summer horror movie going season. It always seems like summer is a big era for horror, thanks to who was it? The Weinstein brothers started releasing those Halloween movies in the dead of summer. Remember that?
Fucking, it's all because of that damn fucking rapist. We can't do it anymore. We should cancel the tradition of being excited to watch horror movies around summer.
I remember, what was it, last week or maybe the week before, Disney released The Boogeyman. It was supposed to be a direct-to-Hulu horror movie, and they're like, fuck it, we're going to shit on somebody's superhero movie. We're going to release Boogeyman. But nobody got excited about The Boogeyman, though.
That's not a sequel to fucking our boy Sam Raimi's original Boogeyman?
No, not at all. I thought it was a remake, BB. I was like, oh, this got to be remake.
So did I. I was like, why are they making that? No one likes
I have a DVD of that terrible movie, believe it or not, BB. Like back in the DVD days, even before Blu-ray, I was at Best Buy, and it was like around Halloween. And that movie wasn't that old. The movie was like probably only on DVD for like 6 months, and it was like the Halloween sale. They had it down to $5. I was like, oh, that's the same as a rental. I bought it. I actually ended up watching it 2 or 3 times, but it's like, I don't know. It's not a terrible movie, but it's really not worth watching either.
That proved that they can put Sam Raimi's name on something and we'd buy it. Fucking basically, they did that with Sam Raimi. They did that with Wes Craven. Wes Craven Presents. Yeah. They fucking just put their name on it and they'll buy it. Fucking, we only fall for it like once or twice. Then we don't do it anymore. Wes
Craven Presents Music of the Heart.
Remember Wes Craven Presents They? Remember that one?
I do remember. That was. I think that was the only one that I never really watched.
They could remake that now, and it could be like they, them, pussy type of movie, like fucking some chick that's like fucking a they, them, Big Stacy.
They, them, pussy.
You don't know.
Because there was another one called Them too, not the old Ant movie, but a more recent horror movie called Them too.
Fucking that one was called They. Fucking, we're gonna put them together.
We need to get this rolling because this movie's so good. We need to start talking about it right away.
Hell yeah! I'm sorry. I was late today. I fucked up. I was watching.
You did. You was making chicken and watching true crime documentaries.
I was watching fucking Subway Jared's documentary.
Is that the one you're watching? I want to watch that. I want to fucking watch that. What I'm less fascinated by all the whatever molestation it did, and more like why they kept making commercials with him for 15 years. Because I remember the very first Subway commercial with Jared saying he lost weight just eating Subway, and I was like, this is boring. Like, show us something better. Like, show, you know what I mean? Like, exactly. But then they stuck with it for 15 years. It's remember they would be like, it's the 10-year anniversary of Jared's first commercial, and he's still thin. I'm like, fucker never looked like he hit the gym for 5 minutes ever. He never looked good. It's like, why would you advertise the product like, oh, he's not fat anymore? I was like, yeah, but his food ain't making you look good. He ain't getting no women. Like, you know.
He's a fucking dork. And he wouldn't give a shit if he was getting women. He wants the kids.
That's true. Fucking, I've never seen anybody that had on a commercial on TV nonstop for a decade plus and have such small dick energy. And now we know why.
Exactly.
So we're going to get it rolling. We have the Blu-ray. We're both rolling off the fancy Blu-ray. I think it's at the 10-second mark. It's on the opening logo. It says Trimark Pictures. And it's got this went back when they were creative, Zach, with the movie company logos. Because you got a triangle with a lion screaming on it.
Exactly. He's fucking mid-through. Like, I think that's the face he makes when he comes.
Probably. It does look like he's creating more wolf cubs or lion cubs.
Exactly. Fucking spraying that fucking seed all up in that lion pussy.
It is. All right, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go. When you hear me say the word go, hit play on your remote, right? 1, 2, 3, go. All right. He doesn't move, though. He's not like MGM, like, he's just static.
Exactly.
It's a cheap logo.
I like that logo. Fucking, there's so many great logos that are burning my mind. Yeah. Vestron, fucking Trimark. Fucking, there's so many.
I remember Trimark was a funny company because, like, I swear, like, they made a lot of direct-to-video movies, but then occasionally, like, I would go see, like a movie in the theater that was Trimark as well.
I thought that said Linda Hamilton. I was getting ready to get my fucking boner out right now. Linda Hamilton, Stacy.
Big Stacy. You know the hottest Linda Hamilton ever looked was Terminator Dark Fate, where they do the flashback and it's the CGI Linda Hamilton. Like real Linda Hamilton was OG Stacy for sure, but that CGI Linda Hamilton, oh my god, the thing was like the fucking this AI artificial intelligence wet dream come true, baby.
Poor comparison to the real Linda Hamilton, I had to say.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking it's hard to tell which Linda Hamilton is hotter, fucking T1 or T2. Fucking T2 is she's gonna fucking peg you, baby. She's gonna fuck you up.
You know
it's
what?
Gonna feel good.
You know what I'm gonna say is T1, exactly. Because she had that poodle hair. Remember that hair that was like all curly down the sides of her head?
It's good shit.
You know, there's somebody out there that would say T3 because she was in the casket for that one, but I won't go down that road with my girl Linda.
Exactly. Fucking Linda Hamilton. Fucking go ham on Linda Hamilton. We could for fucking an hour and a half, but we're watching this film right now. And fucking Brian Yuzna, I wanted to point out, I forgot that motherfucker made this. What a hack.
Didn't he make that movie Society where everybody turned into a monster and cummed into each other? You ever see that, baby?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Motherfucker, he made so many movies, like at least 5 of them were good.
Yeah.
So I say he's a fucking hack. Look, now he's jacking off an invisible cock. Why are we watching this mime fucking jacking off?
Well, you know, it's like it's the white background, BB, with the credits. It's this movie is has been stolen completely for the a couple years later with American Psycho. Like exactly. so much of the performance here, Christian Bale just mimicked and copied and stole wholesale.
Basically, fucking that's probably the whole idea. Fucking, he was just a guy written videotapes. He happened to find the dentist.
Yeah.
And he built his whole life around it because basically this movie. Basically, I noticed while watching it this time, this movie joins our fucking one. It's a very red pilled movie. Fucking, it's very red pilled. This one.
Very red pill. I was shocked when I was looking at the credits. I thought for sure that the screenplay was going to be written by Andrew Tate.
Exactly. Well, I did too. Fucking basically, I can't remember the name of the first one we did, but fucking our boy, he jumped off the building and told us about. Fucking,
oh yeah, he wanted us to research Flat Earth. That was our boy on New Year's Evil. Yeah.
New Year's Evil. This has very New Year's Evil type of vibes.
It is.
The whole plot revolves around this guy who thinks his wife is cheating on him.
Yeah.
He comes home one day, and then he just decides he's gonna kill him, and then he's gonna go to the job. He's gonna go to the job angry. Fucking, and he just happens to be a dentist. That's the plot of the movie.
Well, it's literally like I thought this was going to be a movie that took place in all one day, but it actually takes place over 2 days. But like when it starts out, like you're loving this dentist character because like he's such a big dick Chad. Like he lives in a great Beverly Hills mansion. He's a dentist. He's got money. We'll see a little bit later. He's driving a cool Lexus car.
He doesn't have a Bugatti though. He needs a Bugatti. That's why the woman doesn't respect him. And goes for
she doesn't respect him now, but later poolside, he's gonna destroy her ego.
Exactly. Fucking this movie's I don't know how I didn't notice it until like just watching it recently. It's the most red-pilled movie we've done so far.
It's the most red-pilled.
Fucking and he's basically he's very effeminate. Look.
Yeah.
He's very effeminate. He's got a pink shirt. Yeah. He's mad that the lady didn't get the stain out, and he's fucking having an attack over how he's got to fucking change his whole outfit now. Yeah. So he's metrosexual. This is the beta male.
The thing about it, you can tell because he's getting a little bit older now. His wife is younger. You could tell he used to be the alpha male, but it's a cautionary tale because now he has transitioned to the beta male, and he's losing his dominance to the greasy pool boy here.
Men, when you got to learn that caring about your looks and fucking trying to look better for women is gay.
Yeah.
It makes you beta.
Yeah.
But like she gives him this gift, and fucking he got some new cufflinks for his new outfit. So now
I never understood cufflink shirts. Like, why would you pay more for an incomplete shirt than then you gotta like attach jewelry to it?
Exactly. But right, like he's not too happy for too long because he points out this must have cost a fortune. So fucking exactly, he's alpha in some ways and beta in some ways. I don't know what this movie's telling us, fucking, because he lets the woman know you don't spend my money.
Yeah,
he's
clearly not Sigma male though.
He might be. I'm thinking he could be.
he could be transitioning from Alpha to Beta Sigma, and maybe eventually, once he's killed everybody and he's by himself, he'll go into lone wolf territory.
I still can't believe that's the thing that gets talked about so often on the internet, the beta male, the sigma male.
It's like you just make up 2 or 3 terms and you can practically like make a religion about it. Yeah, see, he's mad because his wife was out talking to the pool boy with just a robe on, and she's completely naked, pussy out, everything underneath. And, sorry for the offensive, whatever, but this is actually the content of this film. We're actually not making this up.
Exactly. She's just spreading it right out there for him to see. Fucking, she's tempting the pool boy, if anything. This movie's very red-pilled.
If anything, the pool boy is the hero.
This movie hates women, maybe. Does she got shit on her arm?
Yeah, she's got runny cat feces on her arm.
You know what I noticed recently while watching this is it's almost done through, interpretation, where you don't know if she actually even is sleeping with the pool boy. It could all just be in his mind because of that little instance right there.
That's what I thought too, because he kisses her and says, "Oh, you whatever tastes like cigarettes," and it's obvious the pool boy's smoking, and then the pool boy's he fucked up the filter, so it's just, which I don't even understand. Granted, I don't know much about a pool. I've never maintained a pool, but what makes a pool create feces through the filter?
Yeah, the gunk they're pulling out of this shit is really dark. Fucking Brian Yuzna, you did not the prop guy should have been fired.
It's not even oil. It's clearly shit.
Exactly. He got dookie all over it. He's just wiping it on his that guy's literally highly regarded. Because we've all wiped shit on our pants, but when you wipe it like that, when it's
clearly
just,
on it, do you just never want to wear those pants again now that they're covered in shit? And how does it get on him all the time? He never touched the pool boy, but he's got the shit all over him. But yeah, I was gonna tell you, because this is my first time watching this movie the other day when we sit down and watch it. I was like, this dude literally went crazy because he imagined his wife was having an affair. He didn't even catch her. In his mind, he keeps fantasizing that he caught her, but he actually technically never really caught her in real life. It was all his hallucinations.
So you think this is all just what he's thinking right now?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's not even red-pilled. He's black-pilled at this point because he's got that doomer mentality.
Doomer?
Yeah. I've been watching some doomer videos recently too, and oh my god, that shit put you to fucking, I don't know. I like the wife in his fantasy is sucking the feces off the fingers of the...
Yeah, this is very much like a very Cinemax.
Yeah.
Skinemax, if you will.
Yeah. And I feel bad for the lady who played his wife because she's naked throughout the movie because he keeps fantasizing that she's off doing all this nasty shit, being naked. But I mean, this actress, she must talk about paying your fucking dues, man.
Exactly. Imagine being at a convention and everybody wants to meet you because you're the hot chick, and the dentist that got fucked by the pool boy, and you went down on him and shit, and he was smearing shit all over your tits and all that. You're
in a horror movie and you're rolling the horror movie. You didn't even get really chased by the killer or anything that much. You were just fucking everybody the whole time.
This is a very out of the ordinary slasher movie. Technically, it's a slasher movie about a dentist where instead of chasing people around with a knife, he's fucking getting them in his chair, knocking them out, and then just going ape shit on their mouth. He's taking out all of his aggression from finding out that his wife's cheating on him, if she ever even was. It could just all be in his mind.
I like these Alfred Hitchcock spinning camera shots. So there's some good, this is obviously a lower budget movie compared to Terminator 2 or something that would have been coming out around the time, or Jurassic Park. But it's actually really technically on a technical merit level, film wise, really well made.
Exactly. What if this is the intention of this was to make a Death Wish movie?
Yeah.
If instead of getting revenge on the people that raped your look at that. He's so into it. Imagine that would be embarrassing to shoot that scene.
I know. Do that. This is where he destroys her ego. He forces her, and keep in mind this is all a hallucination still, but he forces his wife, who's giving a blowjob to the pool boy, he forces her to deep throat, and he's like, show him how good your teeth are, bite, and the guy's like, oh, my dick, And then meanwhile, fucking Corbin Bernsen's going to take his pistol and make the guy suck on it too. So I mean, this is almost like a reverse cuck fantasy. Like you won't find this on Pornhub. Pornhub, the opposite. Pornhub, the husband will be crying in the corner. This one, the husband's taking control.
See, I would, if I was him, I probably would have jacked off watching just to see, because you hear so much about the fetish. There has to be something to it.
You just like it's happening anyway. Like you've already got cucked. Like just see if you like it or not.
Even if you want to kill him anyway afterwards, you might as well before. Like, what if it is like the best way to come? Like, you never come as hard.
I don't really see how though. Like honestly,
we got fucking Lin Shaye and other big name now.
Yeah, our boy Mark Ruffalo, who played the cucked Hulk, who's not allowed to turn into the Hulk anymore or beat anybody up. He just has to sit and do science all the day.
Hey, was that fucking the president? Was that the fucking? Is that Joe Biden?
Is
fucking
it?
all-star cast.
All-star cast. He is.
That actually wasn't Lin Shaye. I just thought it looked like her for a second.
He was too young to be Lin Shaye.
This chick's very Stacy. This co-worker at the dentist office.
Yeah, she was in a TV show. I can't remember if she was on Herman's Head or what, but she was in a bunch of shit at the time. Like when I was watching this, I was like, oh shit, this lady's in it, because she was in a bunch of shit back then.
And then the other chick, that's another fucking nurse assistant to the dentist or whatever. Fucking dental assistant. Fucking and fucking Mark Ruffalo. You think he brings up that he was in this red pill fucking movie that fucking SJW kicked?
He probably doesn't even remember that he was in this, honestly, because he had that brain tumor that he refuses to talk about afterwards. So he probably don't remember anything before he got that tumor removed.
I heard Mark Ruffalo was doing an AMA tonight on Reddit. We should get on there and call him a keck.
We should say we're doing commentary for the dentist that you made possibly before your cuck. But now you're a cuck now because you played the worst, like literally the worst, like one of the best superheroes of all time is the Incredible Hulk, because he don't fucking care about nothing. He just breaks shit. And then you want to turn him into a fucking scientist who fucking, I don't even know what you're working on now, fucking reverse time travel. And by the way, I love time travel movies. The time travel version that the Hulk figured out in Avengers Endgame was the worst fucking version. It was like some shit of like you can travel back, but it hasn't happened yet. So like you can just go ahead and meet yourself and steal the shit, and then you can return it later. It made no fucking sense at all.
I would have made it to where the thing that sends you back in time is the act of your shorts ripping. It just creates a wormhole in space and time, and fucking that, because then he's fucked.
Like
he'll never.
By the way, what's great about the Hulk is like the guy lives his life. He has a full wardrobe, like different clothes. But whenever he conveniently has to turn into the Hulk, it's like a mandate. He must be wearing some purple pants so that they could the pants can rip apart and become like purple shorts.
Mm-hmm. We're now seeing the fucking psychology of this character. He is obsessed with people's teeth, and fucking the rot and decay, and it's basically all fucking allegory for the rot and decay that is happening. Liberalism is fucking taking women and making them feminists and all this stupid bullshit. Fucking this movie, he's basically the red pill. He's red pill incarnate, basically.
And these women with their feminism, they're so dangerous that they believe they can just cuck their husbands, the same husbands who gave them everything. But now they're going to cuck them with dirty pool boys who don't give them a dime.
These fucking pool boys come and they steal, and for no reason either. Fucking, it's not like he's gonna be able to get her new cufflinks. No. Or she bought him the cufflinks, but fucking. She bought him with his money, I guess.
Yeah, and he followed the pool boy to his neighbor's house, and he sees that the pool boy's having sex with his neighbor, this lady now, and obviously, he figures like, oh, this, even though they showed clearly it was a hallucination before, that his wife didn't really have sex with the pool boy yet, but now he knows it must be going on behind his back.
Did they show it? I always thought that they didn't really let you know if she was or not.
Well, they showed that was a hallucination, because then it flashed out and like he was still inside like the, what do you call it, the window, like, or maybe he just was watching them fuck. But either way, all that shit where he was like putting the gun in the guy's face, that didn't happen.
Fucking, you can assume that he's sitting there watching them have sex and visualizing himself killing her. Or you can assume that fucking they're just sitting there and he's just visualizing the same thing. That's a great transition there. He kills the dog like the asshole he is, Fucking.
Well, the dog was chewing him up though.
Yeah, I forgot. Fucking. That's actually cool to kill dogs.
It would have been cooler if he would have shot the dog and then like opened the dog's mouth and looked at his teeth.
Exactly. Fucking, that would have been the Kino thing to do.
But I mean, he's got this cheating slut wife. Maybe, maybe not. You know, we don't know what's real, what's not in his head. Again, American Psycho ripped that off wholesale. But one thing I will say is, like, you know, this movie, I can't remember. Do you remember what year this came out? Was this 93 or 95, something like that?
I got the Blu-ray right here. Let's see, fucking.
This is the 90s.
It was 90s.
Yeah,
fucking,
but
I'm not seeing that.
Either way, you know, if you had a cheating wife in 1995 per se, like, you were just fucked. Like, you could get a divorce, you could get cucked. Like, either way, now, like, it just would be so easy because now he could actually replace his wife. He just would have to go to the post office and get a passport, and then he could fly abroad and become a passport bro and get a new wife that actually would be more traditional and faithful to him.
Exactly, because it's not so corrupted by liberalism in some of these.
No, they don't even know about it yet.
Exactly. Fucking, I prefer to go to all the Muslim countries because they already fucking they make them wear the things covering their faces and shit. Fucking, it's not gonna be that hard to keep them in the fucking kitchen when you bring them back here. You might not even want to bring them back because the liberalism can corrupt them.
Yeah, that's the thing is like you don't want to bring them back here and then have them be watching TikToks and shit.
Exactly. Fucking this movie, I forgot how much I like this movie. Actually, it is really fun. Like, what did you think when you watched it for the first time?
It was like a little hard for me to like get into like the first time, just because I was kind of like I didn't really know like where it was going. Like, I thought it was just about a guy like hacking people up, but like the more I watched it, like the more like psychological it became. Like the shit with the wife at the beginning kind of turned me off because it was kind of like so like on the nose. It was well, it's so obvious she was a slut. So, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been different if they would have played it if it was like she was just a more homely regular woman or something like that. But like once he starts like fucking up these people's mouths because he's so crazy, like then it got interesting. And I actually wish like just the whole movie would have just took place in the office. Like it just would have been like this one day he went to work and like everything got fucked up.
It is a very odd kind of movie, the way it's paced and stuff, because it's essentially like fucking a slasher movie where he just wants to get him in the seat and shit. That's kind of how it was marketed as a slasher movie, so that's how I always saw it. And fucking but yeah, it is more like in your mind and shit, fucking psychological. And fucking Mark Ruffalo might actually be playing a Play-Doh file. We don't really know.
He could be. He's the manager of this young girl.
He's like he's trying to get this like really young girl to fucking do modeling, and it's very creepy.
I thought it was funny too that he's basically taking her to the dentist. He's like, "Well, I'm your agent now for you because you're gonna do modeling, so we got to take you to the dentist." He's like, "It's like," and really the girl is. I said it's a young girl, but it's really not a young girl. It's like fucking like a woman in her 20s. But then he does scope out the like 14-year-old girl with braces in the lobby, being like, "You could model too. Just walk around, maybe."
Yeah, that's the weird part.
Yeah. And
fucking when I saw this for the first time, it surprised me how kind of sleazy it is. It is kind of like
yeah.
I bet our boy Bat32 likes this one.
He probably does. I came close to because when I was killing time waiting for you to get done watching that Jarrett documentary, we were going back and forth about Vestron slipcover releases, and I don't know if he has this one or not.
Exactly. Fucking our boy. We could talk about our boy Corbin Bernstein. Bernstein. How's his name? The
Bernstein Bears.
Fucking he wants nothing to do with this movie. Is that right, or something like that?
No, it's not true. He did all the interviews. Didn't you watch the special features, baby? He did all the interviews and he talked about how much he liked it.
I'm confusing it with a stepfather.
Yeah, that guy, because he got on Lost. But we need to talk about like this is the first time we find out that this is actually a what do you call it? A theme park themed dentist office, baby. Because the little boy, he goes in the jungle room, and the dental assistant, she has to dress up like Ace Ventura, and there's all these like tropical plants everywhere. They put a Hawaiian lei necklace around the little boy while he gets his teeth cleaned. And later on, we see all the other themed rooms. They all have different themes. And then the dental assistant has to dress up in different wardrobes and shit. What do you think about that? Because that honestly, like, even with all the horror shit and all the slutty rape shit, the different themes of the dentist rooms, I was like, that was the thing that impressed me the most out of the movie.
Yeah, like kind of attention to detail like that. Like that would be in a real dentist office. Like fucking, they're trying to like entertain the kids with like goofy shit on the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking, he's wearing a COVID mask. I can't get that.
I was going to say that's another thing. Besides, given the blueprint for American Psycho, they actually totally, for somehow in the mid '90s, foresaw the COVID epidemic coming because the dentist and his assistant, they put on COVID masks. Like, was this kid like ground zero, patient zero for COVID? Was he the first? Is that why his teeth are so black now? He got early COVID.
I think that's what this is. This is like the Illuminati was trying to tell us right here, and it's true because the movie's so red-pilled, and that's something that's been linked to red pill ideology too, is conspiracism.
See, he's bleeding from his mouth because he was coughing up so much shit.
Exactly. It's almost like stigmata. Like fucking,
with Patricia Arquette.
Red pill Jesus has spoken. Fucking, that was patient zero's mouth.
Which by the way, we probably are, or what do you call it? The algorithms are probably going to make this the lowest downloaded episode ever, just because we mentioned the C word, and everybody's convinced that if you mention the C word, that robot algorithms will target your content and delete it from the internet.
Come?
No, if you say that, you'll actually get more downloads.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Now our boy is popping pills.
Yeah, we find out he's basically like, do they spell it out that like he has like depression or something? He has some kind of mental thing going.
Shit. But I was gonna say, like, he wouldn't need all these drugs, and he wouldn't be so homicidal and mad about his cheating wife if he just had an advocate for him. Like, the internet. Well, she probably was like 10 years old at the time, but or probably even younger. But if he would have had the Roma army on his side, Chloe Roma advocating for him, he wouldn't feel so disenfranchised.
Exactly.
To let his wife run all over him.
There's a couple red pill women.
Yeah, just a few though. Just a few.
What's the pearly things one?
I don't know.
The only one I really know about is that one, and she's fucking insane.
I love her. I actually feel bad for her too. Her boyfriend committed suicide recently.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Fucking.
Yeah.
The one you mentioned or the one I mentioned?
The one I mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I know. I kind of know the name, but yeah, I can't think of the one you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. See, we never really see through the movies. We only see her cheating on him through his eyes, and everything not from his perspective. Like scenes like this where she's on the phone, it kind of seems like she could just be fucking a loving wife, fucking worried about him.
Because she said she had the robe on because she was getting ready to take a shower. So I mean, there's enough doubt there that she could be just a normal wife. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, either way, why is he wasting time caressing this gun in his dentist's office when, like, if he really had such strong suspicions, he should be making a phone call for somebody to go get him a passport.
Exactly. Why not just ask her point blank? Yeah. Fucking, you can't do that. Exactly. Yeah. That's not what a man would do. You gotta fucking go to somewhere else.
Well, I was trying to stretch that bit out earlier and ask you where you would want to go, but you just told me where you were ready to go.
Yeah, I thought of that guy. I thought of the Tate guy.
Yeah, I see a lot of people say go to the Philippines, but I don't think that's like really an option for like guys like you and me because we're too tall. Like I think the women are too short for us there. I think we got to go to Romania or Ukraine where the women are like 5'7" and above.
Fucking exactly.
Because we get some of those tiny women on our arm, people are going to think we're Mark Ruffalo style Play-Doh files.
Exactly. His tie is very fucking Beetlejuice vibes.
Yeah. You think that was intentional? Like he was like maybe he was auditioning for Beetlejuice and lost it, and he's like, "Oh, this way I'm going to get to finally play the role."
This could be like letting us know that it takes place within the same universe.
That could be.
Maybe this is like a prequel to the Beetlejuice character.
Mm-hmm. Now this one is funny because this theme, the room theme of this little dentist room is actually heaven. Like if you suck on the gas, you're supposed to think you're going up to the angels on this one, and the assistant has to wear a robe that has angels in heaven on it.
Fucking yeah, it's got the clouds on the walls. The girl playing Mark Ruffalo's fucking model.
Yeah.
Fucking she's very memorable in this movie. Fucking
Yeah.
Big Stacy. All she had to do was be Big Stacy because she's playing a model.
I was wondering if they modeled like her character's look and like the way she kind of acted. I wonder if this was supposed to be like a homage to Anna Nicole Smith at the time.
Maybe it might be because this scene is so memorable too, because this is where it gets the sleaziest in the movie. Is the idea of him, giving her gas, and she's out, and he fucking gropes on her and shit. And they tried to make him, they didn't want him to come off as sleazy. They tried to make him more likable because he sees a vision of his wife, so he's groping on his wife and shit.
Yeah, he thinks he's just. I actually explained that scene to my woman the other day after I watched this. I was like, "There's this scene in this movie." This guy's hallucinating the whole time that his wife is cheating, so he thinks he's finger banging his wife, but it's really just a poor, helpless girl.
Exactly. In his hospital or his dentist chair.
That's what I was saying. I was just trying to explain to her. I was like, I can't believe this was like a movie that somebody thought up.
Exactly. And I always forget Ken Foray's in this movie.
Yeah, I gotta say I love Ken Foray, but and it's not his fault at all, but he hardly has any scenes in this movie to establish his character. Like, they just show him and immediately he's digging bullets out of walls and trying to solve crimes. And like, I wish they would have given him like a little more like character moments.
They could have, yeah, they definitely could have. There's plenty. This movie's almost is it like almost an hour and 50 minutes?
It's like 92 minutes, baby.
The second movie, I want to say, is over an hour long. It's like an hour and 2 minutes.
You mean like it's barely an hour long?
No, it's over. Like, I want to say the second one is over 2 hours long.
Oh, over 2 hours long. Maybe they knew it was going to, because I saw on the interview he was saying, sounds like I might have some hail outside, baby. I know in the interview he was saying he kind of had a bad experience on the second one because they were trying to cheap out and they didn't want to pay him as much as they paid him on the first one and shit. So maybe when they filmed part 2, they were like, we know we're not going to make a part 3, so let's just try to jam as much shit as we can in part 2.
Probably. Here it is, the Mark Ruffalo.
What do you think of that look he's got going on with the sweater draped over his shoulders? I never wore that. Even as a kid when that was popular, I never wore that.
I think it suits him. He's very handsome.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? Other than like getting some gray hair, the fucker looks the same as he does in this that he does now, and it's like 25 years later. Yeah.
You weren't expecting me to say that word.
No.
I wanted the conversation to go in the way like fucking, if we were gonna fuck a man actor, who would it be?
Oh, it wouldn't be him. I mean, at least
Mark
not
Ruffalo.
for
He's
me.
not a bad choice though. He's not a bad choice. If someone told me, it would be like, I get it, I guess.
Somebody suggested Mark Ruffalo to you, or what?
If that was someone's answer, I'd be like, I guess I get it, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm more of a Chris Evans guy myself.
Fucking, I'm not even sure who that is.
He's the guy that plays Captain America, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He used to be the Human Torch. See, look at this. He's fucking getting this 13-year-old girl to turn around.
And
fucking, yeah.
And the one lady, the receptionist lady, is watching it. She's creeped out.
Exactly.
But it's like 1995 or whatever. Like, you can't really just scream Play-Doh-File on Twitter the way you can now.
Exactly. Isn't that so funny?
Because that's what happens now.
Now it literally means nothing because everybody gets called that.
I thought it was interesting.
Rendered useless.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. The first dentist office victim was that little boy, and it was just more he just hallucinated that he saw all this grime and goop and shit inside his mouth, and like really, he wasn't actually trying to hurt the first kid. He was just like, he accidentally like nicked his like tooth or whatever, made him bleed.
Do you think this is really happening, or do you think this is another?
Yeah, I think this is all hallucination time here, because I guess we should say the girl's under gas and she reaches out and grabs his dick. But then, yeah, he's already.
Oh, he came blood.
He came shit, is what he came.
Like, that's why she doesn't fuck him, because he came just from her touching it. You fucked up, bro.
Mm. Let me look outside, because it literally sounds like fucking somebody's throwing golf balls at my screen.
It's all the blue-pilled fuckers that want to
They want to stop this commentary, don't they? I got to see what's going on out here.
Exactly. Fucking our boy is going to check and see what the hail is going on, if you will. But yeah, this movie's fucking. It's fun. It's fucking. From what I remember, the second movie, I remember like noticing that it was like fucking forever. Maybe it's not 2 hours long, and I just remember it being really slow or something.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, this movie seemed a little slow too, because it's so repetitive with all the what do you call it, the dental visits or whatever. But like, it is a progression. Yeah, it looks like regular rain, but it sounds like hail. It's weird. It's like, what are the chances that we come to the scene in the movie where he's molesting the girl in the chair, and then God like camed his rain down all over?
It's like a quintessential fucking like the ideal way to watch a scary movie. It just starts raining outside.
So what do you call it? Surround vision or 4D cinema?
I am fucking so jealous of you, baby.
That I'm getting the rain time.
I love a rainy night, fucking especially when you're sleeping and it starts storming.
Oh, you'll get the best sleep when it's...
Oh yeah. Oh, this is kind of sexy.
No, I mean, unless it's wrong, it says the running time of Dennis 2 on Wikipedia is 100 minutes, so it's not even close to 2 hours, really.
Fucking, that sounds like a little too long for that movie to me.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, even this one, 92 minutes, like, I won't say it felt really stretched out, but, like, the fact that he basically kills his wife twice in this, like, first in a hallucination and then, like, for real later. Like, yeah. I think it's funny he just, like, is finger banging her mouth there. I thought that was so strange.
What if I think the world is ready for such a red-pilled world where this becomes a Pornhub trend. Like, fucking basically pretending like you're a doctor, giving laughing gas, and then you have sex with them while they're unconscious.
And then it has that long description that says that's what it is.
Exactly.
But the funny thing is, like, I wonder if somebody like has actually like uploaded this scene of this movie onto Pornhub, and like people are actually watching this and jacking off.
You might as well. I am coming just now thinking about it.
The best part is it's such an erotic piece of filmmaking. You can just do it hands free.
Say, look how wet she is.
Why is she so sweaty in a dentist chair?
Because it's fucking sexy, baby.
He must like that robe, though, because he keeps dreaming that she's wearing that robe, I think.
So he's visualizing his wife looking very sexy and sweaty.
Yeah, and he's making out with her, but meanwhile, he's really just diddling the hell out of this poor model girl.
Exactly. And fucking, he could just be, like, looking at the model girl, because she's really hot, too.
Yeah.
But they don't want us to be... They basically they want us to feel sorry for him in a way. Fucking that would have been too sleazy if he just like literally raped one of his victims here. Yeah. Even if it's a slash movie and if it's like a fucking a movie where like they never really make the bad guy too bad. They're always supposed to kind of be able to sympathize with him.
Only if it's like Wes Craven, like A House on the Left, will they let there be a rape.
Exactly. This guy's the protagonist, though.
Yeah. And now he's auto asphyxiating his wife, making her come by blocking her airflow to her throat.
I was gonna say, fucking in Last House on the Left, they're not the protagonist, but they kind of are. They kind of are the protagonists, and they become the protagonists in the movie.
Because he was choking the girl, she woke up and starts choking, and then he's got to finish ripping her panties off because he had ripped them down so he could finger bang her, but now he's got to. Which I don't know anything about pantyhose. I never dated a woman who actually wore pantyhose. I thought pantyhose were something that went over like your actual panties, but according to this movie, it's just they replace your panties.
Yeah. I remember I always feel really, really scummy watching this scene where she's waking up and he's like, oh, it must have wore off. Oh yeah, you're fine. He's trying to like put the clothes back. He takes the clothes off. He could. It's weird that he didn't just like put them back on. But I guess maybe he figured like, oh, I'll take them off because now we know that that's going to come back and he's going to get caught.
I think it's just for screenwriting purposes because it'd be easier just to pull him back up.
Exactly. Fucking or maybe he just felt so bad that he didn't want to like fucking put her in that situation anymore.
I gotta say this is a horrible thing to admit, but this was my honest like whatever opinion of this scene when I watched it the other night was like because like I mean he wasn't attracted to this woman even though she's an attractive model lady. So, like he was actually like trying to reclaim his wife after she got banged out by the pool boy. So like I actually felt sorry for him that his mind, his broken whatever psychopathic mind was actually becoming a rapist, like I guess unwillingly or from due to mental illness. I was just like, because he really thought it was his wife, and he was feeling the passion for his wife again, and he just wanted to whatever with his wife, and like I actually felt bad. They're like, oh shit, like this guy became a rapist now because like he's so
and a dog killer. He's at least killed a dog. He hasn't killed a person yet. But he fucking
I don't blame him for killing the dog though, because it's like when they kill dogs in movies, like it pisses you off because like why'd you kill that dog? But usually they do it out of meanness. Whereas
the dog was kind of wanting to tear him apart, but he, in all fairness, he was like sneaking into the dog's fucking looking at the next door neighbor. So fucking could he save himself had he snapped to and realized like, oh fuck, I've gone too far.
Well, I blame the dog, though, because the dog was behind the gate initially, and then they did that shot of the dog's paw reaching up and hitting the gate handle. So the dog was the one who wanted to use the excessive force and chase after him.
The dog was asking for it, if you ask me, at that point. Mm-hmm. He used his paw. Like, you're not supposed to be able to do that. You don't got thumbs.
Yeah.
Fucking figuring that shit out on your own.
Yeah. That dog was too smart for its own. If it just was a regular dumb dog that didn't know how to open up gates all by itself, it would still be alive right now, 23 years later. Is killing a dog red pill or fucking is that more blue pill behavior? I don't really know either way. I just know it's very low T.
Exactly. So it might be a more red pill to kill a dog?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever killed a dog. I'm pretty sure I killed a kitten that ran out into the road, but I don't think I've ever run over a dog accidentally.
I would literally fucking be devastated.
Yeah.
I'd be more devastated if I ran over a dog than if a child ran out in front of me as I was driving by a school.
I know my dad ran over a dog like way before I was born. He said he was driving and a dog ran out, but it sounded like it was like a puppy or something, but
are we to the scene yet where fucking this nurse? Oh yeah, right here she found the pantyhose. Yeah. And she knows like fucking our fucking dentist coworker here. I forget his name, but fucking big red pill Chad. Yeah. He is definitely up to something fucked up. Yeah. They're women talking, so of course they're like, oh, that guy with the huge cock that we all want to fuck because he's red pill.
Yeah, he's very red pill.
That's all you got to be to get all the ladies.
Speaking of Linda Hamilton, now the guy Earl Bowen, the guy who played the psychologist in the Terminator.
That's funny.
Yeah, now he comes in. Yeah, he plays like an IRS guy. Yeah.
What if Brian Yuzna was basically on our level when he was writing the script or thinking about the casting of the movie? And
he probably was.
We basically solved the riddle. We solved the riddle box, if you will.
Yeah.
The Insane Clown Posse riddle box.
Oh yeah, what number of card was that? 3?
That was the third Joker's card.
See, I knew it. I knew it was the third Joker's card.
Exactly. We're all juggalos here in this movie.
Yeah, we are. This podcast is dedicated to the juggalos and juggalettes. I was actually shocked, BB. I was at a toy store last week. We was at the mall, and I was trying to pick out a gift for myself, and my lady wanted to buy me a gift, and I was looking at these toys in this toy store, and I don't know what you call them. Like, I don't know if they were next to the Funko Pops. I can't remember if they were actually Funko Pops or another brand, but there was a dual set of 2 figures that came together, and it was from the band Twisted, baby.
At a store?
At a toy store, yeah.
Jesus, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
They're selling juggalo paraphernalia. That's gang violence.
If it would have been actually made of Insane Clown Posse, I would have bought it. But it was just the Twisted guys.
Yeah, they're fucking some low T fucking bootleg version of the Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, I couldn't believe that shit was made anytime soon. Like I would have thought they would have fucking what do you call it? Like died out or broke up as a band years ago.
Jamie Madrox is a fucking poor, fucking he's no Violent J. He's no Shaggy 2. Shaggy 2 Dope could fucking out rap both those guys. Fucking insane.
What happened to Violent J? Didn't he have to retire because he had heart failure?
I think he did. I think something like that.
I hope he's still alive.
I do too.
We love you, Violent J.
He's a great person.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I hope he is. Okay. I'm not joking when I say that.
No, you know why I
was joking about Twisted.
Twisted. But the reason I like him is I saw I don't know if it was a documentary, but I saw some clip or video or something. And I mean, this was years ago, so I don't know if they still do this shit. But he basically had a warehouse in his house that was all the merchandise, and when people would order, he would pack up the boxes of shit and ship it to them.
There are literally punk bands who don't do it themselves more than ICP does. They kind of are the DIY kings in a big way. Pretty Chad.
So this is the point where the dentist is he's starting to get actually mad because Mark Ruffalo figured out that he molested that girl, and so Mark Ruffalo punched him and made his nose bleed. And finally, this is where he takes the red pill. He's had enough now.
Mm-hmm. As we've seen, he wasn't red pill yet because he had the pink shirt that he was fucking mad that it had a stain on it. Fucking, they were spelling it out to us that he just hasn't fucking took the leap yet and decided to be a fucking real man to his woman. And
I like too that the only thing that we know for sure the wife is really guilty of is smoking behind his back, because they keep showing her whatever he calls her at home, or right now, she's getting ready for date night or whatever they're about to have dinner together, and she just keeps smoking.
Fucking, a chick is Big Stacy when she looks hot smoking because she's killing herself.
I agree with that.
Imagine if you were would a chick look Big Stacy if she was literally rolling a gun playing Russian roulette? I think not.
Actually, I think so.
Pretty much, yeah, probably.
Let's be honest with you. One girl, oh my god.
There's something that when you come with a loaded gun to your head that is just, it's never matched ever.
Did you ever see that Black Flag album cover?
Exactly.
With the gun in the mouth, and what he's telling him, he said, "Make me come."
Family Man. Family Man, is that what it's called?
I can't remember if it was Police Story or Family Man or what it was, but the guy's got a gun barrel stuck in his throat. Somebody's holding it. It says, "Make me come." The bullet's gonna be the cum, I guess.
Exactly.
Fucking amazing. How did Henry Rollins think that up?
Because he's smart. Exactly. And they made that fucking Billy fucking Joel shirt that I own way before the fucking I got it.
Yeah.
Made it happen.
Amazing.
Basically this is where he decides he's gonna get fucking revenge. He calls his wife, he's like, "Fucking meet me and we're gonna do a big sex or something."
Yeah, he tells her, I guess he lured her "Oh, just meet me at the office and I'll take you out to dinner." She gets in a sexy dress, but then he's just hiding in the office.
Exactly. She's very Stacy.
You know what would have been a better plot? I hate, you got to judge the movie as they made it, Zach. You can't just sit here and come with your own version. But I would have loved it if they would have rewrote the script where he really is actually truly cucked. It's to the point where he can't go home anymore, so he has to live in the dentist's office. That would have been more interesting if he was a dentist who literally just had to live in a dentist's office.
So they didn't want to be too on the nose because it still has to be open to interpretation for all the normies. We know that he's red pilled, but the average person can't know that yet. Mm-hmm. We want them to buy into our ideology, but we don't want them to really. We want to hide it in the. That's how the Illuminati works.
Mm-hmm. Well, we saw the point earlier. Once he got punched in the nose, that turned him. He went fully red pilled at that point. It took a couple hours. He takes her. See, I was confused. I thought this scene happened in their house because it looked so nice, but they actually have a dentist room in the office that looks like a nice mansion inside. It's weird.
That is autistic levels of fucking being obsessed with people's teeth.
It really is.
I don't know what's worse, if this was in his house or if it's in the fucking dentist office. Like, we just have a special one we have for fun, just for looks.
Well, that's why I was confused, because it looks like his house, but no, they showed her walking down the hallway of the office, so she's in the office.
Literally looks like he's role-playing as, like, BioShock type of shit.
He does. I was going to ask you, we saw him when he got red-pilled, and it took a couple of hours from the set everything, this trap he has for his wife. You know, we got to think this is like mid-90s era of time period. The internet technically existed, but not many people knew much about it, or not a lot of information was actually even on the internet at the time. Do you think in those 2 hours after he got red-pilled, he had enough time to research Flat Earth?
I'd hope so. He the way he drills into his wife's teeth makes me think that he's awake now. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows the globe is fucking stupid and that you're borderline highly regarded if you believe it.
Yeah.
But it's understandable because they've been shoving it down our throats since we were kids, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of Flat Earth, there was always that phrase, digging to China or whatever. Like, if you dug a hole, like, straight through the earth, you would eventually come out the other side to China, I guess. If the earth was flat and you try to dig through China, would you just, like, basically, like dig a certain way and then fall through off the face of the earth?
Exactly. Pretty much.
Yeah.
It'd be like fucking the model in Beetlejuice, coming back to Beetlejuice again. That's why they referenced it in the movie. It was a dog whistle, because that's how the Earth is. We're just on that flat surface, and just think about how stupid it. Like fucking. Of course, that's why we've never heard of anybody digging to China, like because it's impossible. They make up they find out like, oh fuck, they might be able to try that, so they throw in something to fuck with us. Like fuck, oh well, the center of the Earth is like lava or something. Sounds fake to me. Sounds fake to me.
It's like them stupid fucking kids that
It's like when you're playing the game, you're like, oh, the floor is lava.
Floor is lava, yeah.
Fucking children do that. Fucking stupid government.
This movie came out in 1996. Finally, I looked it up.
That's when they thought the world was ready for red pill, and we weren't yet. If you think about it, because we didn't see it till just now.
The Dentist was released directly for television, premiering on HBO on October 18th, 1996.
Oh
man, I didn't have HBO that year. What a shame! I could have spent Halloween watching this.
I didn't even notice. I didn't know that. Fucking the fact that this is actually widescreen and shot on film we're kind of lucky.
Because our boy using those other movies, those Silent Night, Deadly Night sequels, they were whatever video movies, and like on the Blu-ray, they're not widescreen, I don't think.
Yeah, they're not. I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I was
like,
disappointed by that.
Do they exist, or were they just shot like that?
I think what they did was they shot them, and it was like that old thing they used to do at movies where they just leave a little room at the top and the bottom, and they would like crop it, make it widescreen in case it went to theaters. But when I originally saw those Silent Night, Deadly Night sequels a few years ago on Dish Network, they were widescreen and they were in HD. So for whatever reason, Vestron wanted to release it, like I guess because they considered them home video movies or something. They wanted to release them not widescreen.
That is fucking low T.
I thought it was very low T. I gotta pull out the TV remote and crop it myself, baby.
Exactly. We talked over basically the first time he's really going to town.
Yeah.
On someone's mouth, and he just like
intentionally, yeah.
He's fucking. He's basically he's torturing his wife.
She's tied down to the chair. Yeah, just ripping out her teeth.
What a fucking and he makes some very red pilled fucking statement like, oh,
he does.
Like suck his dick now, something like that.
Yeah, he pulls her teeth out and he says, "Try sucking my dick now," which like I thought he was doing that thing where he wanted a gum job. How you hear guys hook up with older women who have lost their teeth and they tell them to take out the denture. I thought that's what he was actually going for.
It feels incredible.
Yeah. I like the cinematography of this scene where it's nighttime. He's back at his house and the blue light of the pool is like making him look all blue.
Exactly. Now watch. We are clearly seeing this interaction through the real life. We're not seeing through his eyes. Well, it's not yet, but like when the pool boy comes, he completely seems like he doesn't give a shit that
No.
any of this has happened. So it's like, were they doing anything, or is this just was it all in his mind? In the movie, it implies and lends credibility to like maybe it was all just in his mind.
I think it was all in his mind, honestly.
She looks really good right there with that hat over her face.
Yeah,
though.
she did.
Fucking, you just move that hat and it's all fucked up. But fucking, she looks really good with the hat on her face.
Did you notice our boy? He had on the counter. He had some spilled pill bottles and some jars of baby food. Who was eating the baby food?
That's what the beta would eat before he became the alpha.
Yeah.
He's throwing it all out.
Is that what the cucks did? Their wife said, like, it's like, oh, like my boyfriend is gonna fuck me tonight. I'll make him a steak, but you gotta eat a jar of baby food.
He was.
You know what's so fucked up? I guarantee you that's a fucking thing. I guarantee you somebody's done that shit. Made their husband eat baby food.
Oh man, that sounds so hot. That sounds so hot.
And here's
Feed him a steak. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come home. You're gonna put some here, baby. Here's your slop. And you just fucking put some baby food on a plate, and then let me watch him eat the steak with all the steak sauce and make it like medium rare or something.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you remember this, baby, when I got my tonsils taken out last summer? Like, a couple people suggested I eat baby food.
Oh yeah.
I was like, why? Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't I just eat applesauce and pudding? Why would I eat baby food?
Basically, it just seems like applesauce. Yeah.
Yeah, like, do I want to eat fake applesauce that tastes like fucking mashed potatoes and green beans? No.
Exactly.
I just ate fucking. I ate ice cream. I ate what do you call it? I still got them in the freezer. Leftover ones, the popsicles. Like, I don't suck on a baby food.
Oh yeah. Did you try to deep throat the popsicle without your?
Actually, I did.
Well, you have to
because I was trying to get the cold pops because the back of my throat was all like scar tissue. I was trying to get it to fucking soothe the pain, and, like to numb it. You know what I mean?
We've all done that. We've had a strep throat and we try to deep throat the popsicle.
Yeah.
It just seems like it would work, but it doesn't.
Yeah, the pool boy finds the wife's tongue floating in the pool, and then he uncovers her. Yeah, like he's just horrified. Like it'd be different if he saw her like that and he just started having sex with her, but.
He has a look like he's completely at a loss. Like I don't get the sense that he really even knew much of her at all.
No,
really.
I don't think so. You know, like I think it is more likely that he was crazy because he was on so much. Yeah, you want to talk about the throat slicing here, babe?
Yeah, this is a really nice shot. It's memorable.
They said it was overhead and that the guy was just holding a sponge on his throat and he was just squeezing it and making it spray. It was like perfect blood spray on the ground.
Fucking.
I would say now, like this point where he's holding a knife like this, BB, I would say now he's completely a slasher.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He drops the knife and the red comes off, signifying the red pill that he taken.
That was kind of a Kino shot, honestly, of him throwing the knife in the pool. I gotta be honest.
It was very Kino. Very Kino. This whole movie has like kind of a dreamy looking kind of look to it in a way.
But yeah, I mean, American Psycho was clearly based on this. How like nobody knows if he's really killing anybody or not.
They ripped it off.
Yeah, Christian Bale.
Fucking people say like, oh, that movie is blue pilled because a female directed it, but it's really red pilled because it's a remake of this red pilled movie. Well, also, and of course, a woman can't do what a man didn't do first.
Yeah, I mean, it was really unimaginative casting, too, to get Christian Bale in American Psycho, because, like, who's the star of this movie? Corbin Bernsen, initials CB, and then American Psycho, Christian Bale, initials CB.
His next-door neighbor, I kind of wish that there was a lesbian sex scene that happened between everybody here. That chick right there has fucking, what's her name, Phelps Roper vibes.
She does.
The hot girl from the fucking what were they called? The fucking Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh yeah, the ones that
Megan Phelps.
Yeah, Megan. But did you see she got away and she turned normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, she left. That. She quit. She was like disposed. She was always hanging out with Kevin Smith all the time. Turned her normal. Exactly. I guess we should talk about the giant fake mouth that they filmed, like all these close-ups of like needles and shit going in this fake mouth. They built one fake mouth on the special features, BB, and then they used it for all the different people, and like they had to keep changing the teeth out. Like the kid or whatever, they had to put smaller teeth in there for him.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't look. It looks fake, but like it has kind of a.
But not bad though.
It's fun, kind of fake,
like a cool special effect. Yeah.
The same way that like whenever the chains in Hellraiser when they first go into fucking Frank at the beginning, it looks like they just put like a rubber glove and painted it fucking skin colors over like some red shit. But it's like fucking that looks so shitty, but I love it.
You know, somewhere from the fucking cutting room floor, like somewhere in his house, in his basement, somewhere. You know, Clive Barker has like the footage of the chain flying into Frank's foreskin and tearing it off.
Hell yes. And you think he jacks off to it?
Yeah, he probably like he plays it on a loop. I thought this was gnarly. With like the tooth looks like fucking Parmesan cheese. He grinds it down so much, all this powder's flying off of it.
He didn't give her any medicine, and she's fucking taking it.
Yeah, no.
See, this is what makes me think that this movie might have had some touch of feminism because she's taking it way too easy. Like fucking, she sounds like she's in like agony, but like she's not crying or anything. Like a man could do that, but like fucking, I completely don't believe that. She kind of reminds me of the mom of Phil and Lil from Rugrats. Her hair.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. She's probably a good lover, though. She could take that drill in the mouth that hard and not even complain.
This is a memorable scene because basically he did that right in front of Megan Phelps Roper, and she's like, "You just fucked up her tooth. What the hell, dude?" Yeah. And he's like, "What? Yeah, are you questioning me?" Yeah. And that's what you do if a woman ever fucking shows any kind of like weird constraint, like fucking questions anything. You make them feel stupid for questioning you. Like, what the fuck? I'm the doctor. You're just a nurse or something.
See, this point, though, it's getting too hot. He's killed the pool boy. Like, maybe he killed... Actually, no, he hasn't killed his wife. I think the wife's still alive, but her mouth's all fucked up. Shit is coming down. Like, everybody's starting to figure out... if he would have done what I said he should have done the day before, he would have his passport ready. He would be able to fly out of the country and get away from all this murder and mayhem he's caused.
He'd be fucking like 3 girls in the back of his Bugatti right now.
Yeah. He'd be in Baron Kia and a Bugatti. Which, I don't even know. Did Bugattis exist in 1996? I don't know.
He'd at least be like fucking lying on their tax forms and fucking keeping the money.
Yeah.
Like the fucking all of his workers and shit. That's the Chad thing.
You do the, what is it? What was that? What was that shit? The COVID protection form? Whatever? That the money you get? That's what he could have done.
Yeah, so... That's kind of funny. That's weird too. That like this is the first time I've ever heard of a guy going to like jail for like allegedly like sex trafficking, but all the allegedly comes from his own mouth, and he's just saying he does it.
Yeah.
And he's using the defense of like, oh, I was just joking, bro, or something. I guess he's saying he's being ironic.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's really weird. I think this is another one of those things too that shows like kind of how the rich fucking are treated way better, because like if a poor person did that, it'd be like fucking, well, he sounds stupid, bro. Like, you shouldn't be that dumb.
Yeah, why would you?
You gotta go to jail. But like, because it's a rich guy who's just like, I was joking though. It's just like fucking. We're like, there seems to be a lot of people that aren't convinced he did it, even though he said he did.
I mean, it's just like, who are the guys? The Mendez brothers? They're rich. Why would they kill their parents? They're rich. I thought this was awesome too, where the lady's like I found these pantyhose. I know you diddled that girl, and then he takes the pantyhose from her and he starts choking her with it.
That's the red pill thing to do.
Yeah, he choked her with her own accusations against his honor.
But the ultimate fucking pleasure is having her do that while you jack off.
Yeah.
And as soon as you come, like, you lose consciousness. That's the best. Basically, the whole time you're dreaming, it's like you're coming perpetually the whole time. That's what I hear.
Yeah, this scene in particular, I think they could have used a cool song from that band In Excess.
I don't want to spread false information. That makes fucking knocking yourself out while you're jacking off sound way better. I just made that up. I don't know if that's true or not.
Never tear us apart. Doon, 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 doon. And then he just finished fucking choking her right there.
Exactly.
Did you notice that weird, like, like instead of just showing the cop get in the car, like they did like a weird sideways upside down camera move of the guy running down the stairs and then jumping into the car. Like the camera followed him the whole way.
Yeah, they wanted to do like a weird transition.
Yeah, like some Stanley Kubrick shit for the dentist.
For the dentist.
Yeah.
Brian Diaz, what a hack.
Well, he's even more of a hack too because they realized they traced the bullet to the type of gun that the dentist owns, and he's like, "Oh, it's the same gun James Bond owns." It's like, so now we're supposed to like be thinking about that shit.
They're putting that in their mind because James Bond is very manly. That's red pill top quality. And as we all know, fucking Sean Connery knew that you smack a woman every once in a while if she's talking back. Fucking how else is she gonna know?
Speaking of miscasting, this was around this time, I think probably the year before or so, GoldenEye came out, Pierce Brosnan's first James Bond movie. What miscasting, like why did they get Pierce Brosnan when they could have had Corbin Bernsen?
Exactly. Why doesn't Corbin Bernsen have sideburns?
I don't know.
I call him Corbin Bernsen. Yeah, I fucked up the joke.
Corbin sideburn.
I dropped it too early.
Yeah. I like this too where Earl Bowen shows up, the IRS guy, and he pays that girl with braces so he can steal her dentist appointment.
That could have basically saved her life too.
Yeah.
It's one of the, basically this was also going to be an episode of Fact or Fiction. Remember that show with fucking Jonathan Frakes?
Oh, did he talk about aliens a lot on that show?
He did. There's a bunch of different stories, and fucking every once in a while he would just show up at the end and be like, "Ha, fooled you. You think that one was real? Not this time." And every time you'd just be like, "That motherfucker, he got me."
I totally forgot. I remember he did Alien Autopsy, which was like a special. It was different, but Fact or Fiction was, yeah. I think it was Fact or Fiction on. I know Alien Autopsy was on Fox. Was Fact or Fiction on Fox too?
It might have been.
Yeah.
It had like a subtitle.
Yeah.
Fact or Fiction. But yeah, it was basically like they show reenactments of things, and then like fucking at the end they tell you which ones were real and which ones were fake. And basically now the trick is kind of revealed because basically all the stories are based on true events.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Which means like, oh, somebody drove a car. That's based on a true event. Probably not that vague, but like they get away with vague shit.
It sounds like Snopes.com. You ever check out that website? I was obsessed with Snopes.com probably early 2000s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but all the urban legends and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This might be one of the more memorable scenes in the movie too, because this has some of the most effects. This is the most effect heavy death scene in the movie, I think. So far,
yeah, it's really kind of weird because I don't even really know like what he does to him other than just crank him open big.
Yeah, he puts the thing in his mouth and cranks it open like to where his jaw breaks.
Yeah,
and fucking he leaves him there.
Yeah, he kind of like separates his jaw, I guess.
It's basically signifying the beta male and how their fucking mouth is always open for the cock.
Yeah,
because they're getting fucked by society and everybody, and women especially.
I was gonna say, we just have to call out this weird fucking screenwriting here. So this guy works for the IRS. He was investigating the dentist. He realized the dentist owed some back taxes, and he could fuck him and throw him in jail. But instead, he's blackmailing the dentist to fix all his broken teeth for free.
That is what you do, and that's what you do when we don't fucking have health care. This is basically fucking just like our boy fucking Walter White. This is some Breaking Bad vibes.
Yeah, this is some, what do you call it? This was again another prediction of what was to come with Obamacare.
Isn't it so weird that the dentist visits aren't like considered like healthcare?
I know.
It's like considered cosmetic or something. That's so weird.
Yeah, like I had a
That's so it's literally your bones. Those are your bones. They're not hidden by skin. It's the only part of your body that you can see your bones.
It was I mean, I have dental insurance, but I had a chip in my tooth. I had it for like 20 years. It was on my front tooth. And it was just the corner. It was just like the front part of it was chipped, right? But the back part of it was still there. And it was hard to see. Like the dentist even had trouble seeing it. But I knew it was there for years. And I was always afraid like the back part of it would chip off more, like if I bit into something or something. And I was just finally, I was like, can you just fix that? Like, fill it in and make it strong and shit. He was like, yeah, we can do that. Because I told him, I was like, maybe it's my imagination, but I thought the chip was getting bigger. I thought it was growing upwards. But either way, I just wanted to seal because it was like the inside part of my tooth was fucking, because I was stupid. I used to always fucking chew on ice when I was younger. So all my teeth are probably like that. So he's like, he did it. But the dentist was like, yeah, like they're gonna try and your insurance is gonna try and call this a cosmetic. Or I was like, but the inside of my tooth is technically exposed, like, you know what I mean? And he was like, yeah. So like I think he like wrote some shit on the thing to like he had to try to like make it sound worse than it was, just so. It's like, why would you call it cosmetic when it's a chipped tooth? You know what I mean?
What a stupid system.
I know, fucking stupid.
It really is. It's like your bones, and then like fucking just a little hole can expose a nerve that like fucking makes your whole entire head feel like it's like when I get a toothache, it feels like I have a headache, like fucking pounding headache.
Because what do you call it? The nerve root like shoots up into your fucking head,
right into your brain. It goes directly there. Fucking, and they treat it like it's just like fucking. Oh, that's just like shit. That looks nice, bro.
Yeah, like if you look at like the history of dentistry and shit, like it was considered like spiritual work, like way back in the 1800s and shit, because like they knew, cause especially back then, everybody had bad teeth and like people would die of infected teeth and shit like that. Yeah,
fucking that guy's teeth are very nice.
Yeah, I don't know what you call that type of teeth, but it's like John Travolta kind of has those too. Like he just some weird, like look like they're made out of wood teeth.
Fucking exactly.
They're like super gargoyle-y looking.
Gargoyle-y. Hell yeah. Fucking gargle with some gargoyle.
Some
gargoyle.
We should make the product gargoyle. Yeah, he's just totally cranked this fucker's mouth open. He's just rubbing the drill on his tongue, basically.
Exactly. He's trying not to fucking move his tongue around so he doesn't get hurt.
I gotta say, like, this isn't a criticism of the movie because I know it's central to the theme of it and everything. I'm just playing on the psychological fear of a dentist fucking you up. But, like, like you watch, like, a Jason movie, he's going to kill you a bunch of different ways and shit. Like, it is weird that, like, he either kills or hurts so many people, like, basically with the same shit throughout the movie.
It's just his tools.
Yeah.
I wonder if
drill.
But they probably thought, like, fucking, maybe he can do, like, fucking outside the office fucking drill, teeth management, if you will. Fucking give him something else to do. But it's like, well, he's called the dentist. He has the credentials. We can't fucking have him look bootleg. We got to have him in the chair the whole time.
That's what they should have done. He instead of him getting caught and put in a mental asylum at the end, they should have had it where he goes to like a really like poor country where they don't have dentist offices, so he's like doing all the drilling and shit like out in the street.
I want to say he does do something like that in the second movie.
Yeah, I still need to see the second one. The second one will cover next summer.
I think it's funny you basically just wrote the second movie.
Yeah, just here you
go. You basically simulated Brian using the entire fucking brain and just like a hypothetical little thing you did there. Fucking, that's Big Chad.
Big Chad. I like too that the cops had even like there's only like 20 minutes or something left in this movie. They're going to his house. They're still only investigating the shooting of that fucking dog. I don't believe for a second that police detectives would care about the shooting of a dog.
Yeah, I just thought of that. Yeah.
But meanwhile, there's like literally a river of blood coming out of his house, and this is how they finally like realize like he's not just a dog killer; he's like a human killer too.
They probably would have like immediately said, "Call Ace Ventura" or something. Yeah. Like we're busy.
Could have called his one assistant. She had that Ace Ventura fucking shirt on.
I've been wanting to rewatch the Ace Ventura movie. I always remember loving the second movie more than the first.
Yeah, I don't like. I like the first one more, but I think it's because I was still like young. And I remember when 2 came out, like my dad like drugged me to it, and I was just like, I'm tired of this shit already.
Oh my god, I would have loved to see that in the theater.
Yeah. But I remember when I went to see the first Ace Ventura, like I went because I love Jim Carrey from Living Color, but it wasn't like this giant movie yet. Like it was like while it was in theaters, he became a star. Like you know what I mean?
Damn. We heard that, baby.
It's cracking, baby. The sky is cracking open here to rain down cane for the dentist.
Those fucking SJWs with the rocks.
Yeah. They are, baby.
If they hit your house enough times, you'll get canceled. Like you'll never even fucking be heard of again. They're trying to destroy the podcast.
Hey, I heard they got a lot of cheap clothes for sale at Target right now. We should get down there to get them.
Hell yeah, Target's awesome.
Yeah.
Basically that scene there where we see the camera pans over and we see his open, cranked out mouth. Mm. That right there, it looks like they did a digital zoom in because they wanted one more shot of his open mouth, and that was still the fucking pan over. It's like we did not show that effect enough.
Yeah. Like in post, they're like, we got to do it.
It gets too tempting, also, to like I want to see it cranked up more. That's not enough. Mm-hmm. Like as Brian Yuzna, was it tempting to be like fucking more crankage? But it's just because you're like fucking. You're not seeing it the way the audience is gonna see it, bro. It's like I would just want it to keep going.
Here he's killing the other assistant, the Asian woman, and he starts telling her like, "My wife sucked his cock. I gotta fucking kill you now. You know all about this." Mm-hmm. Oh damn, that's a good. I didn't even like notice that effect the first time. Like he shoots air into her neck. He tells her like, "I'll send a bubble to your brain to kill you." But like they actually built a fake part of her neck so you could see the air bubble travel up. That was good. That was a really good effect.
That looked like he fucking inserted and shot like a testicle up in there. Yeah. It's symbolism. That's what happens when a man has sex with a woman and he shoots his nut, theoretically, figuratively, and literally in this case.
Speaking of that, we haven't talked a lot about the Caymanism party today, but I discovered a talented guy yesterday on Pornhub called the King of Cream Pies. Oh, and wow. He did this one video. All his videos are the same. He tries to trick you into this, that he's cream pieing different girls, but you can tell it's always his wife. But he did a nature documentary mashup, baby. He put like narration of like what he was doing, like the dominant male mounts the submissive female, like she was in doggy style position. Like he does this, and then like he licks her vagina, smelling her pheromones, securing that she's ready for mating. And then he had sex, and like this whole fucking time he had this nature style documentary voiceover. It was so fucking good. Like I almost wanted to share it on Facebook, but I didn't know if Facebook would allow that. But I'm just thinking this guy, like, he knows the dominance theory. He knows everything. I think we should, when we get in power, we should make this guy the director of Homeland Security.
He's definitely got to be in our cabinet. But like, how was the nut? Like, fucking did the like, was your cum volume nice? Like, fucking, because I'm always looking for new fucking Pornhub content. And fucking, I like the thing that just makes my fucking.
It did, honestly. It didn't seem like a lot, but it just was very pearly white. And I think it's just because he makes too many videos. He's not saving up.
Exactly. Probably
filming 5 videos a week with his wife. It just, you
got to do the tricks they do. You got to collect the nut out of there and then inject it back into your testicles with a syringe.
Yeah, isn't there a theory that guys like shoot some fake came into like the tip of their dick, and then the real came comes and spurts that out, and then it kind of like increases the.
Apparently they inject saline into their testicles.
Oh my god!
This sounds completely fucking insane. Yeah. Like, why would you ever do that?
I know. I like this though. Like the girl with braces comes in, and like she's actually nice to him, and like it seems like he just like at first he's just removing her braces.
Yeah, the whole time we're watching this, like, is he gonna go there? Is he gonna kill a kid? Like, fucking, maybe he'll just. And like we want everything to work out for this girl because she's been waiting to get. They've been setting up her character. She's been trying to get rid of her fucking braces for years, and this is the day that she had to wait for to get them off. And so, like, fucking exactly, we don't know if he's gonna snap or will he show mercy. But like right here, because throughout the movie he keeps having these visions of like fucking people.
Dirty teeth.
Yeah, he's like, oh, the rot. He's talking about liberalism, but like fucking he's seeing it metaphorically.
Yes.
And
he's from this time period, he's had enough Bill Clinton.
Exactly.
He knows Biden's on the way.
Mm-hmm. Now he's just biding his time. Yeah.
He saw during one of the presidential addresses from Bill Clinton, he saw Biden in the background smelling a woman's hair, and he can't.
Exactly.
You ever see the pictures of Biden they bring up over and over when he's always smelling women's hair?
Exactly. That's what you do. They smell like flowers.
But women like that, though. I don't know. Like,
to be honest, like fucking, is that weird if somebody smells your hair? It is a little weird.
Yeah, no, it's super fucking weird. I mean,
exactly.
Like you know, I always do it. I always do it all the time, but you know, only with women I'm with. Like after they get out.
You tend to notice when somebody has nice smelling hair.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
And then, like, if you do smell it, should you say like, "Oh, your hair smells nice," or would they think you smelled my hair? That's weird.
Joe Biden probably smells their hair and goes, "I just came."
Exactly.
Your hair smells good. I just came.
Oh, you seem like you need a little cream rinse.
Yeah.
You know, conditioner. Oh, I got it for you. Is that what? Did your parents ever call it cream rinse?
No, I don't think so.
For some reason, I don't know if that's a Midwest thing.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah. We called it cream rinse sometimes.
Cream
conditioner.
When I remember, I can't remember the name of it, but they're like we had like the worst fake shampoo when I was a kid. It was like this red fucking clear shit that came in a bottle.
Oh yeah.
We used that for. It smelled like cherries. It smelled good, but looking back on it, like I don't even think it was real shampoo.
It's dish soap.
I mean, it was like shampoo. I mean, it was shampoo that was sold as shampoo at the store, but it did legitimately look like fucking dish soap.
Did you ever run out of shampoo and have to use dish soap or something?
Nah. I've ran out to the point where like I just got a tiny like little drop of shampoo, but I never like had to like go searching for other shit or whatever.
Fucking, I remember my family like fucking whenever there was basically like the whole last 2 weeks you used shampoo, it was like fucking mixed with water and shit.
Yeah.
It was just like fucking, it ran out and it's just like, oh, we gotta just fucking fill it up. Yeah, I don't know if they couldn't afford it or if it was just like fucking, well, I didn't think to get some.
It's probably just your mom forgot to get it at the store.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, now, like, shit, now you can spend $8, $10, $12 on a bottle of shampoo. But I remember back then shampoo was like $1 and shit. But that's what I said. I think back then, I mean, I'm talking about, I'm dating myself, but I'm talking about like the 80s. Like, no wonder my dad lost his hair. Like, he probably, you know, up until when he was in his 30s and started going bald, like, he probably never, real shampoo probably never touched his fucking head. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Basically, we can talk about anything now because it's just cat and mouse right here.
Yeah, he's just chasing the young girl. She's hiding in the office.
Basically, it's that part of the slasher movie. This is the most slasher-like part of the movie.
Yeah, the camera angles, everything, yeah.
Building up tension. She's hiding in the closet. He's going through, looking through doors.
But one thing I wanted to compliment this movie on, and I think not enough slasher movies do it because everybody just wants to put a mask on to look cool. I like it that it's just a guy with his regular face. Like when he's doing all the killing and shit, like you can see the emotion on his face.
Mm-hmm. And he's very devoid of emotion because that's what he's stoic. That's what you do when you're red pill.
He's a stoic red pilled man.
Big stoicism.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you just you never show emotion ever, and if you ever like cry in front of a woman, she'll definitely leave you.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's how all my failed relationships ended. They saw me cry.
Exactly. Every time too.
Mm-hmm. I remember one time. Yeah, I remember one time I fell asleep crying, and when I woke up, there was nobody laying next to me anymore.
Exactly. They always play like they're not bothered by it, like, oh fucking. Oh, it's really cute. Like fucking, no, it's sexy that you open up to me, but like fucking, they're gonna leave you at some point.
Oh yeah, as soon as possible, because they never see you the same again. Because
they realize you're beta. It's not just that fucking human beings cry sometimes. It's not it.
It's probably tears are probably mostly made up of estrogen. So when the tears leak out of your face as a man, you stop smelling like testosterone to the woman. So.
Yeah, you know, anytime here fucking, I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but anytime you hear those guys, they're like fucking, oh, I cried like 2 times in the last 10 years. I think they're always lying. I think they're always lying. What do you think? Do you think there's really just people like that, or do you think they're lying?
You know what? Like, there was a time period, I remember it too, like for some reason, and maybe it was because like I was like young, it was like around the time like I moved to the West Coast and shit. I don't want to say my life was like shitty, but it's like I had really nothing going for me. Like I was just struggling and everything was hard and shit. And like instead of like breaking down and crying and being emotional all the time and just like, like I remember like I got to this really like emotionally dead zone for like I think like I mean I don't know exactly, but it estimate wise it felt like I didn't cry for like 3 years. And it actually felt fucking horrible like after a while towards the end. And like I can't remember what eventually made me cry.
Fucking, you're saying not crying felt horrible.
Yeah.
So these people are definitely lying. Is basically the point you're making.
Yeah, I think probably because I'm just looking back in my head. Like, I think the last time I really cried was when my uncle died, like 2001. Like he died like a couple weeks after 9/11, and I think maybe it was just that. Like I cried so much from that, and then I got dead inside from that, and it was like it was like 2 or 3 years I never cried. Like not even like even barely teared up at like a movie or something. You know what I mean? Like, and like it eventually felt built up, and then there was like moments and shit going on where like I should have been crying like at least a little bit, and it just like it wouldn't happen. And I remember when I finally fucking cried. I don't even remember like what it was that made me cry finally, but like I felt so much fucking better once that shit was over. It was weird, yeah. It's possible, but I don't think you'll really be that emotionally healthy if you really don't cry for like 10 years or whatever.
See, look, he's crying. Fucking,
Yeah.
He realized, like, I can't kill a child.
He was going to shoot this little girl in the face, and she said, I promise, I brush my teeth 3 times a day. And he's like, oh, you take care of your teeth, young girl? Okay, I'll spare you. And he cried, yeah. I actually thought that was a good emotional moment there. I like that.
Exactly. But he'll never fuck her now once she gets of age.
Well, yeah, I mean, why wait? I mean,
she saw him crying.
Yeah, I mean, well, but I'm just saying from his perspective, why would he want to sit around and wait for 4 years when he's already got a passport and he's ready to go?
Exactly. And if you're going to one of those countries where the age of consent is lower, you can take her with you probably. That's the red pill thing to do also.
Well, I don't know. I was gonna say, is that even a real thing? But let's say it was a real thing. Like other countries have different age of consent. Why would anybody go to do that? Like seriously?
Well, it's on my mind now because Jared Fogle did that.
Oh, that was part of the documentary.
He claimed to have done that. We don't know, but basically, there's a bunch of recordings of him basically talking about shit like that.
I can't remember. Was that documentary on Netflix?
I don't know. Fucking, I found it on some website.
Okay.
Called F Movies.
Fuck boy movies.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't see how I could stream it anywhere, so I wanted to see it though. I really want to watch the new season of Eric Andre, but it's like fucking you can only see it if you have cable in some capacity.
Really?
So I'd have to get like Sling or something and actually get like a cable subscription.
Isn't it on what is it called, Cartoon Network, Comedy Central?
Adult Swim, but I think it's like exclusive. Like they're showing it on cable, and then it'll stream probably on Hulu and stuff later. But like right now, what do you think of the ending of this movie? Because it has kind of a Lord of the Rings 3 thing where it's like I don't know when to fucking end.
I gotta say I love the ending because like when he was chasing the girl around the office, I was kind of like, okay, time to wrap this movie up. Like it just kind of felt like it ran out of gas a little bit. And then the cops come and then they're like, well, where is he? We can't find him. They're like, oh, he teaches a class at a dentist school. And then like I love this fucking ending. Like it's basically this room that has like 7 or 8 dentist stalls in it where he's like teaching, and like the dental students are like checking the people's teeth and just probably doing cleanings or minor work. And I love it that he pulls out the gun. He's like, start extracting teeth. Yeah. Like I thought it was fucking awesome, honestly. Like they could have trimmed out a little bit just to get to this point like quicker and had this scene be longer. Like because it was really this point where I was like, oh holy shit, like this movie's getting really fucking good now. Like you know what I mean? Like you were up in the stakes. It was like Jigsaw, where like part 2 he has like 12 people playing the traps and shit.
That's what I always thought watching this too. But like I can definitely see why people are just like, well, fucking, there's a sequel. We already know we bought the 2-pack.
Yeah,
We know he gets away, so why is it still going? Just show him get out and then
yeah,
fuck it in.
yeah,
So that's kind of what I was thinking. But this is a memorable scene, and
yeah.
like
Like
it's reminiscent of that one scene from fucking Class of 1984, baby,
it is,
with
but
our boy Roddy McDowell.
I know when he was what was it? He was trying to get them to learn the Gettysburg Address at gunpoint or some shit.
Something like I just realized Roddy McDowell is already like a great porn star name because
Yeah.
Rod,
Mm-hmm.
and he's well endowed.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking that is. I got to write that down. I have a list of porn. Like Michael Skeeton is one.
Michael Skeeton.
Roger Adultery. That's a good one.
That was funny how the one guy, the one patient, tried to get up and run out the door, and then he got pushed back into the hostage situation by the cop, who's like, "Let me get in this room."
Exactly. There was a couple old people in that class, or were they patients? Maybe.
I think they were patients. Yeah, and like the cops just kind of chase them through here.
Maybe it's never too old to go to college. They might have been students.
They could have been Patch Adams.
Very ageist of me to assume.
It is very ageist of you. I don't like that. I don't like you bringing that energy to my podcast.
Exactly. What the fuck?
We're here for the red pill. We're not here for the age pill.
Oh, he did the fucking red pill thing where you always put the gun right where your dick is too. Like if you're gonna put your gun in your pants, you always holster it right above your cock.
You put the tip of the barrel right against the tip of your dick. There should be like a poster shot here of like the guy, the Andrew Tate guys have on their wall when he's leaning up against the red painted wall. It looks like he's just in the middle of a giant red pill.
Oh man, fucking iconic him.
Yeah.
The fucking I picture him the same way I picture fucking Jesus in heaven, just like fucking wings spread out, fucking that tattoo he's got that looks slightly off center and odd and fucking awkward, but fucking manly as fuck. Did you ever notice that? Did you ever notice his tattoo looks slightly off center in some way?
Who?
Fucking Andrew Tate.
I haven't really seen him that much.
The odd occasion that he has a shirt off whenever you're seeing him, fucking there's something about it that's just like fucking slightly skewed. And it
could have been those things when he was a beta and he was skinny, he got a tattoo, and then he got all muscular, and that made the tattoo like warp or something.
Fucking that'll fuck everything up. Yeah. That'll fuck everything up. That's when you fucking hunt down that tattoo artist, beat the shit out of them for not knowing better.
Yeah. This was a good kind of Kubrick looking ending where he's going crazy. He wanders into an auditorium, like a big theater where a girl is singing opera, and he creeps up on her thinking it's going to be his wife, and it's just a random girl practicing opera at the school. But like in his mind, he turns around, it's his wife laughing at him, cucking him as the cops come and arrest him.
And he starts to cry again.
Yeah.
Letting us know the ultimate fucking thing that'll drive men crazy is women, basically.
Yeah. Pretty much the only thing that will drive men crazy, right?
They will fuck you up more than anything.
It's a very Kino ending, though. Like, they freeze frame, they crane up, they fade out, the people fade away from the stage, and then we do a dissolve into the insane asylum.
This is after she took all the kids in the divorce.
Yeah.
Fucking left him struggling, basically.
He's paying $900 a month per kid.
Fucking that alimony on top of that.
Yeah. I think the only thing I'm really curious to watch the second one is just to find out how he gets out of the insane asylum.
I'm so jealous of your poker face.
Yeah.
You're good.
I think really I've watched, in all honesty, I've watched so much fucked up shit on YouTube that we don't even talk, or Pornhub, in all honesty. Like, it's like nothing's really shocking to me anymore.
Basically, I just can't keep the joke going. I always laugh at some point. Yeah. It's too hard for me.
Yeah, now he's hallucinating that his wife is going to do dentistry on him with her gum mouth.
With the blowjob gums?
Yeah. Which would be awesome if she drilled out his mouth and then the real ending of the movie was she started blowing him, doing a good gum job.
Her mouth kind of looked like a fleshlight.
It did.
The way it kind of protrudes out.
Yeah. I can't remember. Which one did you get? Riley Reid?
Fucking Janice Griffin.
Oh, that's right. I like Janice Griffin. For some reason, I thought you got Riley Reid. I was thinking that because I saw a clip of her. It was on YouTube, but it was from a talk show she did. And she was talking about how like nobody will talk to her anymore, or like she's been like stigmatized because of all the videos she did.
That sucks, yeah.
It honestly kind of shocked me. Like maybe it's just because she got so famous, like everybody recognized her. But it kind of shocked me because I thought that was like something that was kind of normal now.
Yeah, it's weird that it still isn't. Like fucking, it's just like fucking. It does seem to be like fucking bad with women too. Like when there's nothing weirder than fucking people getting angry about fucking OnlyFans and shit like that. Like fucking how dare they make money super easily? Fucking of course they're going to if they can. It's like it's there. It's
well, the
fucking...
Riley Reid shit was so bad. Like she was saying her dad like married some like like I guess her parents were divorced. I think she was saying her dad married like a new woman, and the woman was like she's not coming in our house. So her dad had to like meet her at a coffee shop like secretly just to like see his daughter for like whatever an hour or whatever. And then she said what sucked was she felt so embarrassed because her dad was like so like obsessed, like afraid basically that somebody would see him with his daughter and recognize who his daughter was. I'm like, what the fuck? Which, by the way, is she really that famous? Like, it's not like your fucking daughter is Jennifer Aniston or Jennifer Lopez. You know what I mean?
Well, fucking, when it comes to porn, it is kind of like fucking,
everybody knows.
It is kind of like fucking, yeah, like.
Do you think that's why our boy King of Cream Pies kind of blurs out his face? You never see his face. Is he trying to maintain some professionality because he knows he's going to be in our cabinet one day?
Yeah, you always get those people that don't want their faces on it, so they always strategically film it so you never see their face. Which always just makes you think it's an ugly person.
Yeah. What sucks is like sometimes you see the bottom of the jaw of like the girl and like you can tell she's like actually pretty for real and you're just like, fuck, I want to see the rest of your face.
Exactly. I think there's like at least one of these people I found and I watched their videos enough to be like, man, if I saw their face and it was literally just like they literally look like Willie Nelson, I would still be like, oh well.
It wouldn't matter.
Fucking that bod, smoking.
Like if Siri had the face of like Michael Richards from Seinfeld, like it just wouldn't matter.
Exactly. Looking like fucking the lady from Eyes Without a Face when she takes the fucking mask off and shit.
Oh yeah. Eyes Without a Face became in no disgrace.
That's the good shit.
The Dentist, copyright 1996, Novocaine Inc. How clever.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, it did.
Those motherfuckers put a joke at the end of the movie?
They did. Well, they named the company that was producing the movie a joke, the production company.
What if it actually was produced by the makers of Novocaine?
As like as a advertisement kind of thing?
Novocaine.
But like they were like, oh, it never been done before. That like, oh, the Dentist. I was like, isn't this kind of similar though to like the Dentist in A Little Shop of Horrors? Like, and the remake was played by Steve Martin, and then like, can't remember if it was Jack Nicholson in the original or not. But yeah,
that might be top tier musical. Oh yeah,
for sure.
It might be. Fucking the only thing that comes close is like The Wizard of Oz, and like. That's the classic. Like, if the only thing that comes close to you is like The Wizard of Oz, would you consider The Wicker Man a musical? I wouldn't.
You know, I haven't seen the original. I bought the Blu-ray probably last fall. I was like, I got to see this classic. You know, I bought it and I still haven't popped it in.
It's so good. It's so good. Just the imagery, all the people wearing the costumes. I love the fucking last fucking 50 minutes of that movie or 40 minutes, whatever it is.
Feed me, Seymour.
Oh yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 at least. I remember definitely check it out.
I remember going to see it as a kid, being blown away by it. The effects of the giant plant, I thought it was so fucking cool.
Oh, I was talking about Wicker Man.
Oh, Wicker
They're
Man.
Both great. Yeah. They're both great.
Yeah, I was talking about Little Shop of Horrors, but yeah, I mean, we were jumping back and forth. I was talking about both, but so yeah, wrapping up on the Dentist. I mean, like, is a very odd horror film, I'd say, because
you know what I'm thinking. The fact that they didn't call The Dentist 2 Dentist the Menace is fucking low T.
Well, they could have called the first one Dentist the Menace.
Okay, you gotta establish a franchise first. I think that's a part 2 title.
The part 2, like Problem Child 2.
We needed Problem Child 3 where he's a fucking killer dentist.
We need. I don't understand why they don't do Problem Child 3 because the guy looks exactly the same as he did as a little kid.
Mm-hmm. You can even de-age him.
Yeah, let's see, like they did Harrison Ford in New Indiana Jones.
We'll get a body double and we'll put our boy in there too.
Which one?
John Ritter.
Ritter, I love John. I was going to make a joke because there's a part of this movie where Corbin Bernsen kind of reminded me of John Ritter. I was like, imagine if they would have made this movie with John Ritter, how fucking good it would have been.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yeah.
That would be great.
It would. Because it seems like the kind of wacky movie he would have done, especially around this time, like when he did that small role in Sling Blade and some other shit.
Hell yeah.
I think he would have been down. They might not have been able to afford him. I think John Ritter made a lot of. Well, then in the beginning, Corbin Bernsen was on L.A. Law for years and years, so they might have had to pay him a lot too. But yeah, either way, no, it's good. It's like it kind of took me back the first time I watched it. Well, not even the first time I watched it, like the first half of the movie because I didn't really know where it's going. I was like, oh, is this just going to be like he just, because a lot of it, I mean, the whole movie really, but a lot of it, especially the beginning, is just him fucking with his wife all the time. But I really liked it once he got to the office and he started interacting with other people, and I like seeing, and there was some great things like the way he killed the pool boy and some other shit. Like it's actually a very well made film for its what'd you call it, like a schlocky premise. There's actually some Kino filmmaking going on here from Brian Usna.
This is like might be the movie that comes to mind when I think of Brian Usna. And I think of like his what else did he make that was probably bigger than this? I can't think of it.
I always get confused. Didn't he make Society?
He did.
Yeah.
Society is kind of getting a big resurgence now, but I remember for a long time nobody remembered that movie.
Yeah, I discovered it when it first came out on DVD from Anchor Bay, and that's back when I was like literally buying every fucking horror movie they put out. Let's see. Reanimator, Society, Bright, Dennis. I can't remember, was he the director of Reanimator or just the writer or what? Return of the Living Dead 3.
He did the Reanimator sequels. Return of the Living Dead 3 is a good one. That's probably
that's a really good. I would say that's probably his best movie, Return of the Living Dead 3.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
You watched the Blu-ray of that yet?
Which one?
Return of the Living Dead 3?
I'm pretty sure I did. I have it. I know I watched the DVD a shitload of time. Let's see. Director, he did Self-Portrait and Brains. I'm not sure what that is. Society. Bride of Reanimator, Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Return of the Living Dead 3, Necronomicon, which I've seen a long time ago, but I don't remember it. The Dentist, Progeny, I haven't seen. Dentist 2, Faust, Love of the Damned, Beyond Ranner, Rottweiler, Beneath Still Waters, Amphibious, and 60 Seconds of Solitude in Year Zero. I don't know what that is. But yeah, like I always saw his name as a producer and sometimes writer-director, but like, I mean,
he's a fucking hack.
I mean, it kind of is. But at the same time, I would have loved to have his career. It would have been fun just to make all these crazy movies,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and like not work a real job the way we do,
It's probably even funner to like make bad movies.
Oh yeah, you probably care less like when it comes out. Like you make an actual good movie, and all the critics like want to review it because it's like a good movie that comes out, and they want to shit on it. But if you make like shit like The Dentist, like nobody cares. Like they just know it's schlock,
If you're making a good movie, you know that the set's gonna be super serious. Yeah. Nobody's gonna take themselves fucking too. Everybody's gonna take themselves way too serious. You can't
be ripping pantyhose off and shit on a real movie set.
Making funny jokes and shit, farting.
You can't fart. You can't fart on the set of Oppenheimer.
Imagine if fucking like while they're filming The Godfather and fucking you just hear a squeak come from fucking our boy Brando, and it's just like fucking.
I heard he actually did that for real to fuck with people.
What a king! What a king!
Yeah.
Red pill.
He also refused to learn his lines. That was a very red pill early acting moment.
Exactly, and the whole thing with Last Tango in Paris, very red pill too. Very red pill.
What was he? He slipped. Was it just the tip he put in?
Fucking exactly.
Mm-hmm. He was teasing.
He put his finger into an orifice of somebody without their consent just to get a reaction for the film because you need the reaction.
Mm-hmm. And he was praised for that at the time.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It is. It's so amazing that is
shit that
how,
used to happen. Yeah.
how Hollywood treated it.
So fucking weird.
Like we heard the story and it was supposed to be like fucking like whoa.
Yeah. It was supposed
He's
to
the
be
good guy in the story.
There was like another movie too with I think it was Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but everybody was always saying, that's a movie where they really fucked on camera, right? I'm like, it's like, what? I mean, were you there, or like, how do you know?
Mm-hmm. Apparently, if you do that, you lose your SAG or something.
Yeah.
So like, most people wouldn't want to do it.
Especially now they were saying like you have to follow all these like rules, like even in instances where the man and the woman are like married actors, even like you still got to follow all the rules.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very fucking blue pilled.
And I mean, honestly, I get why they come up with all those rules and restrictions and shit, but like it kind of is like a moot point at this, because like I don't know the last time I seen an American-made movie, whether it be a studio movie or independent movie or anything, that really had a sex scene in it. Like it's been so fucking long.
Yeah.
That's weird.
They don't do it as much nowadays.
Well, I mean, that's it for the dentist, baby. I mean, I could say more, but I kind of want to save it all up for the dentist too. We got some dentist 2 retention we got to practice.
We got a whole other fucking nut. Basically, you think that was our entire ejaculation, but we got 2 balls. So like that was just the left testicle, baby. We got a whole other one to fucking fill your mouth up with next time.
Well, yeah. I mean, really, it was a grab bag of options Zach gave me, and I picked this one because it was like pretty much the only movie he gave that we both had a copy of.
Yeah.
But I'm actually glad it turned out that way, because it's been a while since horror movies used to be the bread and butter of the movie graveyard, and we kind of got away from it recently with the crusade for Kino in 2023.
Oh yeah, fucking. What are we gonna do? Like we're fucking we're giving all these people so much good content. It's like fucking they could be doing so much other stuff, but we're like giving them something they have to do first with the good shit we're putting out.
Right. So this is where you gotta leave it. So what was the albums you guys was ranking on the Revival House the other day? I saw that.
Fucking the Came Gang. We just put out an episode. Fucking the only Korn album tier list
that's what it was. It was the only tier list that mattered, baby.
To be honest, that's the full title. Fucking, we decided we're gonna be completely just like fucking the. Yeah, we're gonna go all out with our fucking rankings. Fucking it's fun to do. There's this new trend going on YouTube. Have you stumbled upon it at all? Where basically it's basically somebody makes a tier list and it's AI generated presidents.
Oh yeah. And you go and it's like that voice. It's like a voiceover.
Yeah, so it's basically like, just if you like, just pick something like a book series, a video game series, and then put in like AI presidents ranking, and somebody probably made it. The quality isn't great across all of them because it's like different people make different ones.
Right.
But like fucking, I've seen a lot of them that are just like, I'm laughing by. And what's so funny is like, if they actually were able to make Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and Donald Trump this likable and funny, like they would never let them like talk off the cuff and not like being simulated with AI again. Like,
what is that shit everybody's obsessed with now? The Chat GPT.
Fucking somehow it was just like fucking, I don't know what is going on, but like these guys are funny and like likable, and I got all conspiracy brain. I was like, fucking, as soon as the powers that be find out, they will never not let debates happen not like this, like AI, and they're ranking like the Twilight films or something. I
feel like I've been hearing about AI for so long though, and it never came that like now that everybody's like, oh, everything's written by AI now. I'm like, is it? Because I kind of think it's just humans writing it and then passing it off for all this money, saying, oh, see, this is what AI wrote.
That'd be funny if it was just a joke.
We should make a comedy movie about that, about guys who start a technology company that sell the best AI, but meanwhile, like they have to stay up all night, like writing the shit. It's the computer doesn't even work.
That kind of is a genius idea for a comedy. Yeah. It is.
It could be like the sequel to Office Space in a way.
That'd be awesome. We could get Mike Judge to help us write it.
We could.
What a king.
All right, BB. So that's it for the dentist. Nothing else we could say about that. We don't know what our next episode would be, but we know it will be very Kino, and we know it will be very filled with inappropriate topics, just like this one today. Ain't that right?
Fucking exactly, baby. Exactly.
The river of pee from the sky has finally stopped over here.
Fucking the SJW stopped.
The second this film was over, it stopped.
Fucking exactly. Now, wouldn't that be funny if it's happening all over again on the fucking part 2 commentary?
Yeah, it would just next summer, just middle of summer, the clouds it's like the Red Sea party. It's amazing.
Meant to be.
It was. All right, everybody. I want to thank you once again. Obviously, Zach, I want to thank you for coming down and bringing this great piece of Kino to us.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll see you again soon, right back here in the movie graveyard.